The more you know, the more you feel empowered. The more you feel empowered, the more you'll do. And the more you do, the more you'll succeed. Hey, what's good, everybody? I think I'm live now. So just trying different setups here. And today I want to talk about investments, right? Because everybody talks about investments and stocks, bonds, all that type of stuff. But just really want to get into it, especially in 2023, where it's gonna take more than just what we're used to making. More than just our 9 to 5, more than just even our side hustle, that type of stuff. Like we're at a point now we actually have to grow, to actually expand. We have to do things, have to invest and get a return on those investments in order to be able to survive. Because as people can see, so many things are going on with our economy. It is important to invest. So, I would just it's all great. What is your biggest investment? Feel free to drop it, in the comments, whether you're watching it live or you're watching a recording. If you're watching it live, a hashtag live and where you're from. And if you watch a recording, say hashtag replay. These little things I'm learning, right? So, because I've been really thinking about just a lot of stuff, when it comes to investments. And so, let me know what your investments are while I talk about this a little bit, because again, like I said, I've been having to put out content every day, Sunday through Thursday. Last week it was an interesting week, had some highs, had some lows. But I still got something out every day. This week, my goal is to still go live again, because I want to get to 100 of these before I stop. And then hopefully I won't stop. I'll actually be, really good at it. So yeah, that being said, I'm going to just go into what investments are and all that type of stuff. So common investments that people know about, we got stocks and bonds. Everybody knows about stocks and bonds, stock market, the bond market, interest and all that type of stuff. Stocks go up and down. It's investing in a company or a product or something like that. Then, of course, it's gambling. Like I've noticed a huge uptick in gambling. Yes, that is actually technically can be considered an investment. You're putting money in, expecting a return. It can be dangerous. Again, I've seen statuses recently. Some folks they come up and then they go down. I always talk about how he didn't get 10K because somebody didn't score 10 points. Like, hey, bro, that's what you do. Then you also have cryptocurrency. And if anybody, a lot of people got very recently by crypto for no other reason than just how the market was. It was a very volatile vehicle. For a while it was really up, but then people started to, just things happened and it didn't quite work out the way people wanted to. But the one I want to talk about then real estate. Of course, real estate is has always been a common and good investment. Even in that it fluctuates. It doesn't always give the return that people want. But the one I really want to talk about today is investing in yourself, right? Because I'm gonna tell you all break. I'm no stock expert, not a bond expert, not a gambling expert, not a cryptocurrency expert, not a real estate expert. While I've dabbled in every single one of those, none of them am I an expert in. But I am an investment in investing in myself. Having started 4 businesses over 5 different industries. I know about investing in myself, and I want to talk about that today. So, again, and when we talk about risk, I'm not sure why I'm going to be doing this crazy stuff. When we talk about risk of investing in the market, one of the things is you have very, very little control over it. You're not working in those boardrooms, you're not on the boards of these companies. You can't even go out and buy enough or tell enough people about something in order to control that stock. There's no stock manipulation that you can do. It's actually not even legal for you to do it. And then you're really trusting someone else will invest in themselves enough to make your investment worth it. And so you're essentially relying on their self-interest to make you money. That's very, very risky. I often don't like to invest in something that I have no control over, and that's kind of scary. And then often it can take years to be in return. And again, I'm not saying don't invest. I'm just saying understand the risk of making those investments, right? Because it can be scary. And one of the worst things about it is if you lose everything. Like I know people who had a lot of money in crypto stuff, whether it was Dogecoin, Bitcoin, Shiba, Ethereum, all of those, and every last one of them has tanked. If you like right now, if you invested $10,000 in crypto and Bitcoin a year ago, you've probably lost half of it, at the very least. Even in stocks, you probably lost about 10%. But I invest. Again, like I said, I invest in myself, and I'll talk about why my biggest investments are actually in me, right. I got people sending me messages. I'm like, "Yo, you tell them live. Let me send me a message. It seems like this moment might be important." Um, but yeah, anyway, number one, because you are your best asset. You have control over it. You have control over yourself. You have control over what you do, how you invest, how you move, and all that type of stuff. So that's one of the things that's very, 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 very important. And then one of the other things is every investment in yourself makes you more marketable. As many of you may know, I've been in photography. That was a very marketable skill. I'm a cybersecurity expert. As you can see, I got the mask hanging in the background. I'm an ethical hacker. Right now I launch businesses. I've done that type of stuff. I've been in politics. Every time I've invested in myself and learning that, it's only made me more marketable, because if nothing else, it has increased my knowledge of different subjects. Also, it always increases your earning potential. The more that you know about anything means you can walk into doors that you previously could not do. For instance, even as a consultant right now, my high ticket clients also get headshots. You see what I'm saying? It makes it that much more marketable, because hey, when you go into business, everybody wants a nice headshot. I also teach my clients how to actually protect their businesses as they're growing, because I'm an ethical hacker. Like, I know how to set your businesses up, how to set your systems up, so that you don't, while you're making money, help you to make money, also help you protect it from hackers and things like that. Of course, it makes you more marketable. You can walk into different doors, because you can actually say, people that you're connected with they'll promote you. Like, hey, he can do this. Hey, she can do that. She can do this. She can do that. You're always able to come up in conversations, and that helps you as well. Even when you lose, you gain. Sometimes people have, there have been times I've invested in programming, things of that nature, and didn't quite turn out the way I wanted to, but I've learned something, and it's added to my repertoire as a business person. So, yes, I did invest in learning some things about real estate. And while I did not, make any money in it, and I didn't even attempt to, I learned a lot about it, and that helped me, and it's made me more marketable, so I can talk knowledgeably about it to other people. One of the other things is it actually increases your drive and self-determination, because the more you know, the more you feel empowered. The more you feel empowered, the more you'll do. And the more you do, the more you'll succeed. Right. So, you really want to ensure that that you, as you invest in yourself, you internalize the things that you're learning, and you make it better. And it's the only, in my opinion, sure way to financial freedom. Whether or not, and I tell you all the time, I don't think everybody's supposed to be a full-time entrepreneur like myself, because it's like, you can't just, you really can't just slide your way through stuff. Again, you never know when your job is going to, falter. We would love to, it's not like it used to be, where people know they could be at a job for 30 years, retire with a nice pension. Even now, the things that they have in, like 401ks, 403bs, and things like that, they're based on the market, and you could be there for all these years. And if you retire at the time of a crash, then becomes a problem. But when you invest in yourself, and you invest in skills, you invest in talents, you invest in knowledge that makes you better at stuff, that actually can get you to financial freedom. When I take trainings, I'm always thinking about, how do I make money off this, because I want to be financially free, be able to do what it is that I want and desire to do. What are ways to invest in yourself? This becomes very, very, very important, because, you always want to know how to invest in yourself. What ways do you think there are? What ways are you investing in yourself? Here's just a few that I do. Number one is hands-on training. And when I say invest, I'm not just talking about a time investment. I'm actually talking about a money investment, because those who pay are those who actually do. When you actually put money to it, when you actually make that a true investment in it, put the, whether it's low ticket, high ticket, whatever it is, but you actually put your money where your mouth is, your money where your mind is. You're actually, you're actually investing in yourself, and saying that you believe in you and you believe what you're investing in, and that way you're actually able to make the progress that is necessary for you to get a return on your investment, right? That's what it is. Also, books, ebooks, and audiobooks. Always getting that knowledge going into your mind. I would also add podcasts to this. Anyone who knows me, they know all day long, I don't listen to music. Yes, I'm a musician. I love playing music, but I very rarely listen to music. Most of the time, I'm listening to podcasts, I'm listening to ebooks, and I'm learning and bringing in knowledge that is investing in me, that's actually helping me to reinforce the things that I'm getting in my hands on training. Develop a new skill on your own. Just all of a lot of people don't know I picked up photography on my own. I didn't take any classes or anything like that. I picked up a camera. I was working in Detroit, and I was, going over to the rent center and, just taking my camera places and shooting it. That's how I started to get the skill, and it actually helped me expand your networking. Not just expand your network, but your networking. Putting yourself in places where you can meet people, putting yourself, stepping outside of your comfort zone, knowing people. Like, I encourage people, if you want to come to our business retreat out in Vegas, where you'll be able to meet other business people, expanding that. Strengthening promising relationships, those relationships that are bringing you, that are helping you to go to where you want to be. You want to strengthen those relationships, whether it be business relationships, personal relationships. If they're beneficial to you and where you're going, you want to strengthen those. You want to nurture those. You want to make sure that they're better. And investing through attrition. You're like, wait, what does that even mean? To me, investing it through attrition is making sure that you are giving a negative investment to those things that are not helpful, whether they be relationships, whether they be time wasters, things like that. And this isn't, a lot of people say, I got to cut this off, cut that off, cut this off. Don't necessarily cut it off. Just as you begin to move in these other directions of investing, those things will slightly fall off. You don't want to, offend people. You don't want to hurt people's feelings. You don't want to just, just break stuff up like, I'm gonna cut or burn bridges and things like that. But through attrition, just kind of say, hey, you know what, this isn't quite working, so it kind of gets replaced. I'm no longer, playing this video game. Now I'm reading these books. Stuff that people are like, oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, that's through attrition. That's how you kind of invest in yourself, because you're pulling back and you're gaining back the time that you need to be able to build what it is that you want to build. So, tell me in 2023, how do you plan on, and how are you going to invest in yourself? What are the things that you're going to do? I would love to hear what you're doing, or see it, read it, whatever. Are you taking any kind of trainings? What are you doing? Let me know below what it is that you're doing, and I encourage you, get somebody who you can be accountable to. Hey, I have a number of programs that you can invest in in order to build your own business. Of course, I'm going to plug myself. That'd be smart. But yes, even in your children, we're doing our cyber business camp this year, and I'm actually letting adults take it as well, because they say, hey, they saw the results from the children, they want to jump in, and they're literally taking the time off so that they can learn these skills. So how do you plan on investing in you? So yeah, what up though? Yeah, my man, my man Rod. Yeah, what up though? Yeah, he was out there in Detroit. He's also a fellow photographer that's gone into the entrepreneurship, under the entrepreneurship phase, like I have as well. So he's doing a whole lot. He's out in Arizona, and we've done. I've been on his podcast a couple times. Hey, I need to get back on there, bro. I got some other stuff I want to talk about. But yeah, I know my man. He's out there. I see Rose Johnson. She's talking, she's building her relationships in Prince George's County and the DMV. And let's talk. Let's see. I'm here in Prince George's County. Prince George is proud, and I would love to talk to you and see how we can help and work together. Also, learning how to use artificial intelligence in workflows and data analysis. Wow, that is that's kind of amazing. I've been dabbling in AI for a little bit, and I actually plan on talking about it. The benefits, and whether or not we should be afraid of it. Because some people are very afraid of artificial intelligence. Personally, I'm not, from what I've seen thus far. I do think there are some dangers to it, but I'm not hugely afraid of it. But yeah, I definitely look forward to having these conversations. So let's all invest in ourselves in 2023, primarily because there are other people out there that are investing in themselves. We don't want to be left behind. This is the time for us to be independent in our thinking, independent in our movements, and move in the direction that's going to help us. So yes, if y'all have any questions, comments, concerns, metaphysical speculations, I encourage you to like, share, tag somebody below that you feel is, that wants to invest in themselves. Encourage them to watch this video. Follow me on YouTube at Launch with Carl, Facebook, Twitter, all these other places, all those good places. What's up? Instagram, even on Twitch, Gray Matter. So I actually at Launch with Carl. So, I would love to continue these conversations. This week is going to be great. I got a number of things coming up. We're going to be doing our perfect customer challenge, where we teach people how to actually find the perfect customers, not just your target market, but those who you enjoy working with, that gives you the best return and gives them the best results. So it's going to be a really good month of March. I'm really looking forward to it. If y'all have any questions, comments, concerns, medical speculations, if you want to just talk, holler, find out how to grow your business from the ground up. Hopefully you've got my book, 7-Day Business Plan, bestseller on Amazon. Yeah, all that stuff going on. So let's talk. Let's make it happen. I wish everybody here much success, because it's very, very important that we all succeed. It's not a competition, even if we're competing. We can lift as we climb and do all this type of stuff that is necessary. So that's that. Anybody got anything else for me to say? Oh, I appreciate the hug. Oh, I'm getting hearts on the joint. Not just likes, I'm getting hearts. Yeah, that make a brother feel good. But all right, that's about it. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace. I want you to have profit. My program, Profit Before Pain, helps you to put money in your pocket so that you can actually have that motivation to keep going. So many times we quit and we stop our businesses because we haven't experienced the profit that we want. I'm the type of person, I've been through it. This is what I've used to launch both of my businesses. I had a photography business. I used this same program, made $3,000 the first week. I'm also an ethical hacker, and I launched my ethical hacking classes where I teach people how to protect themselves online, and I made $5,000 my first time going live with it, and continuously made $20,000 the first month. So I'm telling you, this works. That is my solution. And in my 4-day to launch program, you work with myself, you work with my team. We use our templates, our methodologies to get you off the ground. You're in the room with other entrepreneurs who want to help you. Now, I'm telling you, you may be hesitant, but I don't want you to be in the same position next year where you haven't started fulfilling your dreams. You haven't started doing what you want to do. You haven't started doing what you want. We don't want you to experience this pain again. Let's get you making this money. Let's be real. That's what it's about. You want to be able to make an honest living. So click the link below, sign up. Let's get to work and come to my webinar. Let's see how this works. We can work together. And as I've said before, I will be your 7th customer. You go through my program and we get you a viable offer that I help you develop. I'll be your 7th customer. Even if it's something that I'll never use in my life, I will still purchase it and give it to somebody else. So let's go. 4daystolaunch.com. Let's make it happen. Are you the person who's been thinking about starting their business forever? You have an idea, you have something on your mind and your heart that you've been wanting to do for so long, but you just haven't got it off the ground. Well, I'm Carl Gray, and I'm a business launch specialist.